Hey my beautiful friends, your girl Eland Blue, and welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe, like this video and share, and also press the notification button so that you don't miss out on any new content as it comes out. So today I'm going to be dealing with a case which is both shocking and worrying. And you know, you guys, like, it's really sad to have to even talk about this, but then it is a breaking story and it has been going on for a while, but then like new facts have come to light. So as you know, Wendy Williams has been on hiatus for about a year and a half now, since she was said to be having like serious problems with her health. I remember that there was a time when she actually did she was doing like some live shows from a house with just like a camera person. That was during the COVID times. So ever since then, she was reported to have contracted COVID, and then she was hospitalized, and then there were some reports that her mental state had declined during that time, and that she had dementia. So, you know, people have been worried about Wendy, and they've been wondering if she'll ever come back to her purple chair. So this is what's new that has come out. Her husband, Calvin Hunter, her ex-husband Calvin Hunter, whom she fired and whom she divorced, I think in 2019, after he had a love child with Sharina. He recently came out and he said he was doing an Instagram live, and he was complaining that his video had been struck down because he had violated some community policies or something on Instagram. He then started a new account, and that's where he did his live. And during that live, he says a lot of stuff. And with Calvin Hunter, you know, it's possible to have both the truth and the lies in like one parcel. And like, I still think he is a no good, no-ish, like, he is like a terrible person. So I would take everything that he says with a pinch of salt. He says that Wendy, you know, Wendy had some trouble during the time when she was in New York, and at some point she had like a health situation, which was a life or death situation, and her team, being the management, refused to actually let health workers to come up and help her. So he says that little Calvin had to threaten the management in order for them to allow the medical practitioners to come in and actually assist her. And then 2 blood transfusions later, she then, you know, survived. So it's pretty crazy, you know, just to hear things like that. But, you know, I have to say, in his live, Calvin really says like a whole lot of like BS. Like, I don't even want to entertain a lot of stuff where he takes credit for Wendy Williams' success and for the show and for, like, you know, Wendy being Wendy. He like acts as if like he found Wendy on the corner of the street and then he made her into the icon that she was. Wendy was already Wendy before Calvin Hunter. So please, Calvin, sit down, take several seats. We do not believe in any of that crap. You can keep it to yourself. We don't care. But at the same time, I believe that there is some valuable information that came out of that live, especially when he was talking about Wendy's health and the things that have been going on. He also shed some light in the situation that happened with his son, Lil Kev, who's now 21 years old, so he's now a man. When he got hold of K2, which is like synthetic marijuana, and then he became catatonic and had to be taken to Honduras for treatment. And you know, like there were some rumors about that, but then nothing had really been said. Even Wendy had actually alluded to the fact that her son had like some serious health scare, and they'd had to take him out of the country for treatment. So anyway, it is a big shame that the management, who were responsible for protecting and for helping Wendy and like for putting her first interests, you know, at heart, but who actually instead tried to, you know, make sure that she dies. I mean, like, who does that? I mean, like, yeah, Calvin Hunter is no good. I don't trust the guy. Nobody should trust the guy. But the issue about the management really like putting her life in jeopardy, that is something that, you know, that I mean, I don't think that there is any benefit to him lying about that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, you guys. So a while after that, Wendy Williams had a live herself in her private Instagram. I think it's called the Real Wendy World, the Real Wendy Online, or something like that. I will put it here on the video. Okay, so on her live, Wendy actually says that she is still being denied access to her money, which she worked very hard for. You know, a lot of people would actually look at that video and say that Wendy doesn't look like she's all there, all together. And some people are actually like taking it as an indication that Wendy Williams actually has dementia. I'm gonna have to be honest with you, like there is a lot of medication, especially when you taking like things like antidepressants and antipsychotics or anti-anxiety medication. It can actually cause some of those tics. There is somebody close in my life who actually like had some mental issues and had to take this medication. Initially, like their speech was fine, like they moved smoothly, but then once they started taking the medication, they developed these tics. In fact, there was one psychiatrist who actually said, oh, this lady has got like a weird tick on the mouth. That means it's the medication. Either the medicine is too strong and has to be like changed, or the dosage is a bit too high, so it has to be like it has to be reduced so that she doesn't have that pronounced tick. So it is possible that Wendy, being somebody who is recovering from drug addiction and from some maybe mental issue, like a mental meltdown, might be on some medication which is actually causing these tics. So I think it's a bit unfair for people who are not doctors to be busy making all this diagnosis online just by watching a video and saying, oh, maybe it is good that Wells Fargo like stops giving her her money. Like it really means nothing. You need an actual doctor. So in her video, Wendy says that her former manager, Bernie Young, he was actually dismissed, I think, last year. And now, being an ex-manager, he has made an application for guardianship over Wendy's entire estate, which is crazy, you guys, because if he has got guardianship, then that means that he can make decisions for whatever health treatment she takes, for how she spends her money, whether or not she can sue Delma Mercury. It is so insane that you guys, like, somebody who is an ex-manager is able to, you know, make an application for guardianship over your estate. Like, that does not make any sense to me. So she also mentioned that her, like, Delma Mercury had refused to actually like give her access to her money until now the matter of like the guardianship goes on. So I'm gonna read an article here about this issue. So it says, Wendy Williams' ex-manager has filed to be a legal guardian as she suffers from serious health problems. The Sun can exclusively report. So this is this was posted at 11:57 ET on March 23rd. Okay, the Ailing TV host, former manager Bernie Young, 75, whom she fired earlier this year, quietly filed papers in the New York court amid her legal battle to gain control over her Wells Fargo bank accounts, multiple sources confirmed. So I'm going to go back to Wendy's live, where she actually says that Bernie Young used her American Express card to hire lawyers against her. I don't even know if that thing can be seen as legal, because he is not even her employee. He is her ex-manager. How does he get to use her card without authorization? Doesn't that count as theft? Like, I am just wondering, like, how can anyone excuse it or explain it? It doesn't make any sense. How does an ex-manager use your American Express card and use those funds to hire attorneys against you? The fact that the courts are even entertaining this is shocking. It really is shocking. Maybe there are some facts that we're not privy to, which maybe will justify this course of action, but This is insane. So Wendy Williams also says that a former doctor, has submitted some medical papers to the bank so that they can actually like file the motion for guardianship. This is so insane. Like, it does not make any sense. First of all, what capacity does the bank have to first freeze your assets, and secondly, to institute action for your guardianship? That is, it really sounds like people trying to rob Wendy here. This woman has been working, taking no leave, taking no days off, taking, like, when she was sick, she would come, you know, she would have like a quote, and she'd still come to a purple chair, and she'd entertain us, and now her money is being held ransom. Like, I am having trouble understanding this, you guys. I really am having trouble understanding. So I'm going to continue with this article. It says, one source told, close to Wendy, told the Sun that Bernie filed a petition for guardianship over Wendy about 2 weeks ago in a sealed case, though she wants nothing to do with him. Why is the case sealed as well? Are they hiding something from us? Why are they sealing this? She's an adult, isn't she? And also, we have seen, like, from the video that she took at the beach and from the video that she recently posted, that she is quite sane. She seems to be of sound mind. Why is this sealed as if it's a minor or somebody who is actually having mental issues? Like, I'm having really a lot of trouble understanding this. Though Wendy distanced herself from Bernie in recent months, a second source claimed that during Wells Fargo legal case, the bank said Wendy's former manager was someone who was acting in her best interest. Why would he be fired if he was acting in her best interest? He's not family. She don't know this nigga. Like, why on earth is he the one who's deemed to be acting in her best interest? She has a sister who's a lawyer. Why is the sister at least not being nominated as the one who is, you know, good for her? Like, she's got a 21-year-old son who is old enough to actually, like, you know, help her with the situation. And he has a power of attorney. This is making absolutely no sense. People are acting beyond their rights here. And I think a lot of this stuff is highly unlawful. This is insane. Other sources close to the ongoing legal drama claim that the initial case Wendy brought against Wells Fargo to gain access to her frozen accounts has now been rolled into the main guardianship case. So now this means it's gonna take a lot longer for Wendy to gain any access to her money. And the fact that now it's become like a proper guardian case, it means there has to be somebody now who gets nominated who will compete with this Bernie. This disgusting Bernie guy. I am like so appalled. This is just disgusting. As the Sun first exclusively revealed, Wendy filed an emergency petition against Wells Fargo to regain access to her frozen bank accounts allegedly containing millions of dollars. Wells Fargo then asked the judge to hold a guardianship hearing for Wendy, as they called her an incapacitated person who is a possible victim of financial exploitation. I am thinking, like, what is going on right now? Keeping a woman from her money is financial exploitation. Like, you guys are causing this person undue stress. Now she has to run around back and forth with lawyers, to the banks, to the courts, trying to get a hold of her money. Like, do these people even understand how stressful the situation is? And she is supposed to be on the main. I am really starting to feel like these people are really trying to destroy her slowly and, like, end up doing something to her. I don't trust any of this. This is very fishy. And, you know, it's even worse that, you know, the people in her family, like Kevin Jr., could be under his father's influence. And he, you know, that's Kelvin Hunter is a piece of garbage. He's a piece of doo-doo. Like, seriously, like, this guy, he is the one who caused this to begin with. Because Wendy was all right. She was, like, doing her job. She was attending the shows. She was making her money until this BS started with Kelvin and Sharina. And then each time, like, Kelvin and Sharina would come public, then she would, like, go into drugs and will like start drinking or like just having, you know, some serious trouble. And then the moment Sharina actually got pregnant, it was publicized that Sharina was pregnant. That really was the time that Wendy was really not doing well at work. She was slurring on camera, you know, she was like not making a lot of sense. She had to be fed lines during the show. She really was struggling. You could see that she was struggling. And then at the time of the divorce, Kelvin actually committed her. Because I remember there was a time that, you know, she was at in sober housing, and people thought, oh, maybe, you know, she's trying to get away from Kelvin. But Kelvin is the one who committed her. So this dude, like, he's been trying to destroy Wendy from the get-go, and he's the one who started the ball rolling. Like, he was managing her, and he was controlling everything about Wendy, about the show, about her life. And then when he left, obviously, you know, the wolves were at the door the whole time. Things just, you know, devolved from there. Now he's going to start acting like he's the one who is saving her. No, my Nick, you did not save anything. You're not saving anything. You're just worried because now the money has been frozen. You can't get your alimony. You can't feed your side chick. And now you have to act like you're fighting. All you want to do is to get your money. And we all know that you got a big chunk of money off the table. So you said you left a lot of money on the table. No, we know how much you got. The divorce settlement was actually publicized. We know you've got life insurance on Wendy. So no, you are not fooling anyone. Like, seriously, dude, like, take several seats. We don't care. We really don't care. You're here for your money, and that's about that. And the fact that you couldn't even say her name when you're making your apology, nobody cares. Like, we don't believe you. You just scum. That's what you are. Okay? I don't care. So, let me continue with this article. It says, a source close to Wendy Williams claims that Kevin has not filed for guardianship over his mother because neither he nor Wendy believes that she is in need of a guardian. Sources close to Wendy have insisted that the host's health has been improving since she first moved to Florida to be with family while she recovers from a myriad of medical crises. Wendy opens up about legal battles. In a shocking interview on Good Morning America last week, Wendy claimed that she would be ready to return to The Wendy Show in 3 months, despite the time slot being given to Sherri Shepherd for her own eponymous show starting in September. During the interview, she also gave insight to her current lawsuit with Wells Fargo. She said, "They say that I need somebody to handle my account, and I don't want that. I want all my money. I want to see all my money that I've worked hard for my entire life." After insisting that she doesn't lie, cheat, or steal, the talk show host added, "I'm an honest, hard-working person." As the Sun previously reported, the former daytime presenter has been battling medical problems for some time. A source close to the show previously told the Sun the spark is gone, that Wendy, who for 10 years had had a spark in her eyes, that cheeky grin, and a little wink is not the same now. The insider added some days are better than others for the once feisty daytime diva. She's not always functioning like she used to. She has days where she needs help eating, getting out of bed, and getting dressed. So I'm wondering who this insider is. Bernie, maybe? Could be. There are people who Wendy knows, who have worked closely with her, and there are days that she has no idea who they are. Oh my God, what a lie. What a blatant, bold-faced lie. Seriously, these people need to stop. Like, I have had enough of these people and their lies, trying to get hold of this woman's money. Let her go. Give her her money and freeze her assets. Like, seriously, this is ridiculous. It is beyond. It really is beyond. It's starting to feel like some kind of financial abuse. Like, why is she being kept away from her money? Like, she can't even hire like proper attorneys because, well, guess what? Her accounts are frozen. How is she even supposed to fight against this case when she doesn't have the funds? Like, this is not okay. It's not good. Y'all, Please let me know what you think about this case. I know I sound biased. That's because I am a Wendy fan, okay? But I still believe that there is a lot of lies being told and a lot of people trying to get advantage of the situation. And from this Kelvin Hunter, is the worst of them all. Bernie, just as bad. Wells Fargo, they have no business doing this to this woman. Like, seriously. All this about money. Like, you know, it's crazy. I was watching Tisa Tells, and you know, she actually gave a good breakdown. Please check out her channel. She like gives a fantastic breakdown on this. And I think at some point she said, if people are willing to do something for $1,200, just know what they will do for $40 million. Like, I am totally agreeing with that. So you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what you think about the situation. It's really concerning, and I'm so bothered about this. I think I'll probably do some more videos. Like, as I get updates on this case, I'll definitely say something. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's have a good day. Love you. Bye.